Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play LSD. I'm your host TPC Gamer, and in our last episode, there were all kinds of tileset shenanigans, which will hopefully continue today. I mean, it's today for you, but like 5 minutes later for me, so let's see how much stuff I forget and repeat anyway. And it's kind of weird, because my commentary style for LSD is basically just rambling free association, because there's not much in-game stuff to riff on. But I do still try to keep each episode unique in its own way, even if it's just the subject matter. It's pretty weird, and it's, I don't know, kind of hard to explain if you don't do this. I come into this with a different mindset than, I don't know, when I'm playing LSD for it. No, this is LSD. I do this with a different mindset to Wagon Adventure. That's what I played yesterday. Thanks for confusing me there, Godzilla Ox. I wonder what it says on his face. Or how easy it is to read things like that for Japanese speakers, because it's very heavily stylized. And I wonder what the bottom part of his model looks like. Hopefully he'll step over, but okay, fair enough. Oh, and of course you can't link with him. Right, hang on, let me do... I usually forget how to speak, but I guess today I sort of forgot the controls to this game as well. Alright, let's go. On that day, Tokyo received a grim reminder. And on that tag, if you haven't already, go look up a tag on Christopher Walken. It's kind of one of the best things ever. Unlike this is horrifying. This is what I imagine a serial stalker's house to look like. And maybe this woman's face is the target of his desire and such. Yeah. Sorry, I forgot how to speak for a moment there. I'm sorry. I mentioned this in one of my subscriber specials. I have dyspraxia, right? It's basically this lever inside my head that stops my body doing what my brain tells it to do. Usually it manifests with atrocious handwriting. A teacher once said that my writing looks like a pet spider has fallen into an inkwell and had a seizure all over the page. But on occasion, it just makes my speech thing hang. Like that, for example. Like, I know the words that I want to say, and the order to put them in, but my mouth just refuses to make those sounds, you know? It's one of those reasons why I started doing this, actually. Part of it was to showcase the weird games I played as a child, part of it was to become famous, and part of it was to work on my free speaking skills, which I think I've done a pretty good job of, and those cage bottoms look really weird. Ugh. But yeah, I've improved a lot, I think. If you look at Glider Rider, the first video where I did live commentary, it's shaky and stuttery and generally awful. You can tell it's my first time. I like how they use the texture reflection there and those guys are holding hands. It's like mirrors. I love how the optics of a mirror conspire such that you can only kiss yourself on the lips. Don't ask how long I've spent thinking about that. I'm also pretty sure this is not where I am meant to be right now. Like the girl in the room is meant to link you to white space, I think. And come to think of it, there's another static linking point in the house. The cages send you to the very specific point on the world map. And I am not going to snag on that. I'm going to go and check out the lake. I've heard there's a couple of plot points that happen over there. Although I say plot points, I mean happenings. Things that go on with props and such. Specifically with this rock. Which isn't a rock. You can only see the bit where it makes you link, apparently. Thank you, game. And I'm back here again. Apparently this game can't get enough of throwing creepy faces at me. Including this one, which kind of reminds me of rhubarb and custard for some reason. Is that wall made out of flesh? Okay, that's probably a metaphor for something, and I don't want to investigate it, because it will probably be quite sticky. I don't know what's going on with those pictures on the wall either, but they look like they're from a film that I probably shouldn't be watching. Like Snuff or something? Especially the dead one. Or maybe she's asleep. I played Silent Hill Shattered Memories. And that is a really funky looking door. Looks like something right out of the rad circles we had in the 90s. And yes, thank you for loading in, rest of the house. So very good of you to join us. I think I'm going to go and take a look and see what's in these rooms. I never got a look at the bottom row before it sent me out. So, we begin with... The heck is that? You see that thing sticking out of the floor, right? I guess not. Oh, I know what that was. That's the bartender from downstairs. Sometimes they stretch vertically when you approach them. I kind of wonder if that's an issue running the game on a PS2 versus a PS1. Like, I know there are some issues emulating this on the PC. Like, the water doesn't ripple like you've seen in my videos, it just strobes between colour and white. I don't know why exactly, I just know that that's how it goes. It's kind of like with... oh, what is it? Superman 64 has a similar issue. For some reason, the green kryptonite fog shows up as pink when you emulate the game. Although, frankly, quite why you would want to emulate Superman 64, I don't know. It's not a very good game. But... there it is. And... yes, there she is. Let's see if she sends us to Happy Town again. Well, it sure sounds like it. Oh, and apparently it did, but I am not talking to you. Did I just see a second one of him spawn in the sky? This is kind of like my nightmare. Literally. In fact, I have nightmares about the Grey Man following me around, and into areas he's not supposed to. Which is weird, because the only other game that's managed to strike absolute fear into my heart is Fatal Frame 1. I can't place why either, because like the second and third ones spook me, but not nearly as much as the first does. I think it's the floating head ghost from the first, and the fact that the AI kinda show human behaviour sometimes, but only on very rare occasions. If you've seen the LP I did, I caught one of the ghosts hiding behind a plot door and slowly peeping out to meet me as I went to unlock it, which I have never, ever seen before, and it managed to spook the hell out of me. And, what's that, twice in one video I sent you away from this one and right towards something else? I'm really bad at retaining viewers. And I'm not going to go for her, I'm going out the window. This is one of my lifelong dreams, as it happens. Enter a building through the door and exit through the window. I also want to die in such a way that leaves a crater. I don't know how, exactly, I will accomplish this. I just know that I want my mark on the world to be an actual, literal mark on the world. And was the corridor always this long, or am I just getting old? Oh, hey. Well, there's something I never noticed before. We have a skybox now. It's overwriting the draw distance. No, I don't know why I'm walking backwards. It's just fun. I also walk backwards at work a lot of the time. I got told off for that once. But, again, that boss was the worst person in the world, and nobody misses him now he's gone. And there we go. Oh, what do you know? I'm back here. And this makes 3 of the 4 base tile sets in one video. That's a pretty impressive thing. I'm gonna go this way, I think. See what the girl has to offer me. The fun zone, I think. That's what it sounds like. Yes, I am absolutely back here. Okay, I think I'm going to keep exploring. See if I can find something in the lake. And I like how I'm getting more and more acclimatized to this squeaking sound. Even though it does mean more work for me in post. If I remember to do it. Anything? Okay, I guess the Kryptonite Sea doesn't have anything to offer me today, so I'm gonna go somewhere else. And totally link on purpose, because I didn't want to get attacked by the Grey Man. I'm pretty sure that happened the last time. Or maybe that was, like, episode 2, and I'm mashing everything together. My mind is not first class, you know. Except for when I'm asleep. Like, I've been having exceptionally weird and vivid dreams lately, to the point that I had a dream about the guy who audits my dreams, who told me that I'm running wild and I need to rein it in a little bit. A friend of mine recently had an idea that I should probably take some of these dreams and make some stories out of them. Because I mentioned in, like, the last video, I think, I like writing stories, but I worry I'm not very good at it. Like, I will sit down to write, can't type a word, no ideas come forth, right? So, I could just wake up. Waking up also works for me. Anyway, yes, my friend suggests I take whatever my brain's subconscious ideas come to the surface, I guess, and use those to write my stories. And we'll see how well this pans out. Probably not very well. I hear music, so it's not a text stream, so this could potentially be a really long episode. I don't know. Let's... Yeah, hey Moog. Have I seen these freaky skull tiles before? They are... Well, actually not that very freaky when they bend like that. They just kind of look all wonky. Yeah, that's... a bottle. Oh, hey! Hi! Yeah, that's about all I got right now, and I regret beginning a new dream because I derailed my train of thought, and now I have nothing. So, I'm gonna head into this freaky-looking skull temple and see how that ends up going for me. Probably just swimmingly. That's usually how it goes with the flesh tunnels or the organic caves, I also heard them called. Because the music sounds... Oh my god. Okay, I'm going to show this off if I can. I forget if I explained it. These guys are one texture folded in two. Pretty intentional this time. They're Paper Sumo, which is a classroom game that Japanese school kids play. And you can't link with them, but apparently they are scaling as they fight. Okay. Apparently one of them loses if you stick around for long enough, and they don't just... Oh hey, there it is! If you stick around for long enough, they'll just derp around in the tunnels like apparently I am doing now. One of those sumo falls down and wins. I'm gonna head back there, see if... Or I'm going to link, apparently. That is also good. Yeah, I was gonna say, what's with this weird oompa music, but I guess I'm out here again. And why not go back inside? I'm wondering if this can skew the dream talk towards something more static, at the very slight cost of a more repetitive video. But... What is this, episode 37 now? It's LSD, it hardly gets more repetitive than this. Well, I suppose it could be worse. I could absolutely be playing Desert Bus, and this is certainly new. Okay, do you guys have anything to offer me? Oh yeah, I remember now, stepping there warps you. It only happened like a minute ago, Andy. Well done. Alright, let's see what these guys look like. Or arbitrarily Link. Thank you, sudden speed up. Oh, and this is nice too. I gotta say, I'm liking some of the new tile sets I'm seeing lately. I'm gonna take a look at nothing. I'm gonna wake up. That works. But hello, new square. Worth it. Totally worth it. It's time to call it quits for now, though. So, until next time, goodbye.